everyone, my name is Elizabeth Fraas. I'm a senior here at John Carroll studying exercise science and entrepreneurship. And I just want to take a second to thank you for spending the next couple of your minutes listening to me. So to start off, I want to take you back to the fall of 2016. I remember driving down Warrensville with my parents, car loaded. I'm wedged in between a mirror and a mini fridge. We came to the front of campus, to the circle, and I started crying. I asked my parents, do I have to? I felt nauseous and super unsure of what the future held. I was a homebody and didn't know anyone else going to John Carroll. They proceeded to move me in. We said our goodbyes. Plenty more tears flowed. They left, and I was on my own. Onward on, I guess. Fall semester passed, and I remember coming home for winter break. We ran into a family friend at my high school's basketball game. He was with his daughter who I graduated with, and he asked me, don't you just love college? She's having an amazing time. I replied, yes, it's great. I love it. Truth is, I didn't love it yet. I still had a lot of uncertainty. Onward on. Spring rolls around, which meant my first collegiate softball season. I loved the sport, but there was a lot of tension on this team that made it less than enjoyable. It was filled with tearing people down instead of building each other as teammates up. To no surprise, we fell short of our goals that year. Onward on. It was the end of freshman year that I finally decided on a major. I had come in undecided because I was absolutely terrified of picking the wrong one. To me, picking a major felt like definitively choosing the rest of my life. I decided on exercise science and hoped it was the right one. Onward on. To fast forward, sophomore through senior year, I lost some friends, but I've gained a family. In times of uncertainty, these people were my rock. Onward on. I found a major that I am so utterly passionate about. I'm so blessed to have the faculty and classmates that I did that have prepared me for my next steps in getting my doctorate of physical therapy after graduation. Onward on. My teammates, coaches, and I rebuilt a culture, one of accountability, trust, and pushing each other. I went from having a team where I was afraid of my teammates to having one of complete support, pushing each other day in and day out. Onward on. Onward on is a phrase I've heard countless times during my tenure at Carroll, but I never really reflected on what it meant to me until recently. Onward on to me is pressing forward in those times of uncertainty. It was pressing forward when I was scared out of my mind on move-in day. It was pressing forward when I was still adjusting to college, but felt the pressure to be having the time of my life. It was pressing forward after a toxic team culture. It was pressing forward, hoping I chose the right major. Onward on is knowing that John Carroll, as a place of education, service, family, and community, has equipped you with the tools to handle whatever is thrown your way. Onward on is wholeheartedly trusting the person that JCU has continuously shaped you to be. Each time I pressed forward in those times of uncertainty, I was trusting in the person Carroll was molding me into. And in lieu of recent events, I'm trusting in that even more. A canceled senior season of the sport I love so dearly. Lost final cherished moments with the people who have become family. And no real closure to celebrate all the hard work and those late nights in the library. Onward on. It's in moments like these that I trust in the uncertainty and give thanks to Carroll for making me into who I am today. Looking back on those numerous times of uncertainty I've encountered in the last 4 years, the outcomes have been ones better than I ever could have imagined. And while I'm sitting here today, facing perhaps more uncertainty than ever, desperately craving the last semester I should have had, I know I'm ready for the next steps. I'm ready for those next steps because of the lessons I've learned, challenges I've faced, and the support system I've gained at JCU. As I get ready to pack up my belongings, soon to be wedged back in between the mirror and the mini fridge, headed the opposite way, these tears will be ones of gratitude and not of fear. Gratitude for not turning that car around on move-in day, and gratitude for the best 4 years of my life, whether I knew it or not. In those times of uncertainty, keep trusting Blue Streaks. Onward on.